You
sir.
are not getting noise, right? Nothing, right? Any noise you are getting, right?
No, sir, it's fine.
Okay, okay. Okay, hi. Good morning, all.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Hi.
Yes. Yes. So you're gonna use the system, or can I use it today as well?
Oh, yeah. Of course, yes. You can.
Yeah,
Okay.
alright. So before any of us get logged up by accident.
No. Go ahead. I'm not using.
Thank you.
No problem. Use after class also, not only inside the only class time. You got my point.
You say?
You practice later also, not only class time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. You see my skin, no, right? Let me show.
No, sir.
I'll send the documentation also after the class, that example, demo programs and all the things. I'll send it today after the class. So with header line, without header line, we are not discussed, I think, right? Internet table. In the yesterday class, I don't think so we have discussed it. Do you remember? Hello?
Wait, so are you talking?
So you're not audible. So if you're speaking, then if you're not audible.
I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Your voice is started. It's not audible, sir. Just now only.
Now?
Now it's audible, sir.
Audible, right? Okay, okay.
Yes. From starting,
You,
it's not audible.
okay, okay. You can tell that immediately because your voice might be, I'll be listening, kada. You may not be listening my voice.
Okay.
Okay. SIT_Mara. I was writing this work array with header line here. MTRT equal to raw material IT_Mara material group equal to say 01.
So sir, whatever you did here, ever since you started doing that thing on PPT, it was not audible. So
This one, huh?
yeah, yeah. I mean, from the start, it was not audible.
Here, this one, right? What I was telling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. What I was telling is whatever the internal table, this is the typical internal table. We should follow this way because internal table is called, this one is work area separate. This is work area. This is internal table. So whatever the operations you do, right, on the internal table, you need a work area, right? Operations means like reading of the data, okay, or looping of the data, or you want to print the data. All the operations you need to work area only. With the work area only, you can insert the data or you can read the data. Whereas this is the old concept, internal table with header line, this one. So this was the old concept, but still you need to understood because select options and all it works using this concept only to understood. Hence we go through one scenario. This header. This is body of the internal table. This is called internal table with header line concept here. This is internal table with header line. This is we call as internal table with header line, this one. Let's see how it works. Okay. Na? Now I'm building here internal table with header line. Now I'm passing the data here. See, observe carefully. We are not using any work area here because the name itself is a work area, internal table name. Now, if you want to append the record, you can use append IT_Mara. Now, one record will add to internal table like this. If you do. Now, one more record if I add material number 200, finished material, and material group is say 02. Here. Now, again, we lost her.
No, sir, I can hear fast. Hello.
No, fine, right?
Yes, sir.
Immediately, the moment, suppose 2-3 minutes, if you are not able to listen my voice, tell me immediately because never happened like this last classes, right?
No, yes, sir.
No, I was telling through Zoom, sir, but I think you were not able to hear
This was
from
the
Zoom as well.
earlier message, right? What you see in my screen.
Yeah.
Let's see here. This will add second record into the internal table. And I'll show you print. I'll print it directly now. Loop at IT_Mara not into. That's why IT_Mara. Where statement? Material number or carry_Mara hyphen material number. Then maybe 40 position or 40 position or carry_Mara hyphen material type here in loop. Okay, done now. Check syntax. I think field name is wrong. Spelling MATKL here. Not working, right? Because I have habituated. I gave like this. So we should give IT_Mara only. IT_Mara. IT_Mara material type here. Check syntax, activate now. So once you analyze in the debug mode, you understood this one clearly. Put the breakpoint here. Execute. Right? Control is the line number 16. If I see IT_Mara, right? So see, do you see there is a cap symbol here? Cap. This cap works as a header part, this part. This part, this one, header part here. So the data is going now. Body part is this one. If you want to see the body of the internal table in the runtime, _Mara square brackets. This is body, this part. This will represent for this one. This is IT_Mara. This part. When the name refers to header part, whereas if we give IT_Mara underscore, sorry, braces. If we give the braces, it refers to body of the internal table. Internal table. This is the concept actually. It's the body of the internet. Now, if you see in the runtime, right? If you see this is the body, how do you need double click here? So 0 records here. Body is empty. Now control is line number 16. Once I click on single step, control see what happens. Cap area came M100. Means the data has come to the header part here. We go to here. This part has come to M100 here. M100 in the header part. Okay, next raw material will come to the cap area. Single step. This has come. How do you check it? Expand this one. There is a raw material here. Raw has come here. And MATK also will come once we execute line number 18 here. See now here. If you see the line number 18, so this 01 also has come. That is currently in the header part. If you double click here, show this. This is the header part now. Here the data is available here. M100 raw 01. So this is available now here in the header part. Now once you do here, okay, see what is going to happen now. This statement, what it will do is it will add the record available in the header part to the IT_Mara. This part. See here what happens. Line number 19. So one record came here to the body. How can you see? Double click here. You can see here. One record has come to body. Next, second record. Second record, think of once line number 22 will execute, what happens to cap area? Which area will affect first?
Material number.
So M200 will come to cap area. This will overwrite. This will be overwritten. See M200 means cap area, this area. This area. No new material has come here. Here. So this data came to body part already. The body part. Now header part you are overwriting here. If you want a small gap, I can use small gap to make it simple. Now material number 200 came here. In the header part, this is the header part. Now where is my control? Line number 23. Right? Once the 23 executes, what will happen to cap area? Think of cap area. What happens to the cap area? This is the cap area.
Empty.
Header part. Once it executes, what happens to this part? This is first field value, second field value, third field value. In 23rd line, you are assigning the data to a second field. This is second field. This is second field current value here. But you are writing here that overwriting you are going to do with this value. This is the value right side. Whatever single quotes you are giving, that is the value. So raw is going to become thin, right? Because it's overwrite. Raw is become thin here. Raw is overwritten by fin because the new field value fin. Now where is my control? Line number 24. Once line number 24 is executed, so think of right side what will happen? Here, what value will come? This is shows the runtime values. After 24 is executed, at 02 is going to come into here, header part. So 02 is going to come here. That's here. execute this line. 0 to came here. Now control is at line number 25. Once line number 25, what happens? Think of 1 minute. After 25 executes, so what happens? Think of each append will create one record into the internal table, right? Now this is second append. This append will make it exactly what it is going to do. Any changes is going to happen here or not? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Second
Okay.
record will come.
Second record will come here. Second record will come to the internal table body part here. Now you are looping and printing here. Now here, if you see in the PPT, right, this second record came here below the existing record. Second record. And you are looping. So how many records are there? 2 records are there. Right? So how many times the loop will execute?
2 times.
2 times, because 2 records are there. Now observe carefully. Think of 1 minute. What is the first record? First record is material number 100. Material number 2. Second record is material number 200. If I execute this loop, think of what happens to cap area. Think of what happens to cap area. Cap area is going to overwrite, right? Because every time loop means loop the internal table and get into the work area. Sorry, header part here. Now M200 is going to overwrite with the first record. First record is this one. This record will come to cap area. This is one record. See here. This first record came. You are printing that now. Now second iteration. Good. Now cap area is going to become what? Second record is going to
Second
come,
record.
right? That's all done. Okay, here think of okay, you see my code. How many times the loop will execute from 28 to 30? How many times the loop will execute? 2 records are there, right? So loop how many times will execute? Think of. You can just tell, no problem, either wrong or right. Line number 27. Clear means to take off the records, right?
Will it be twice the loop?
So the question is, how many times the loop will execute? How many times the loop will execute?
2 times?
Hello?
2 times? Just a guess.
2 times. Yes. Still after clear also we are expecting 2 times it will execute. Two records are there, right? Answer is correct, but how is it possible? You are clearing, right? Still always will execute 2 times. Clear means records will delete. Write a definition, tell me. This clears the data only from header part.
Yeah, so it's like it's clearing uh, the work area type of, right? IT
Header,
Mara
we call it header word.
header part, yeah.
Header.
It's not clearing the IT
Hence, it
Mara as well.
won't affect anything. It will execute 2 times actually.
Yeah, it will be.
Yes, you can check it here. Put the already breakpoint is there. Now
So
execute.
if you're writing like clear table IT Mara, then
No, there is no keyword like clear table IT Mara.
okay. I thought it's then this is not a good practice, right? To use like this way.
Actually, this is absolute. We don't create this way. But
Okay.
as I said, right, lot of old programs will be laid like this, the code.
Yeah, okay.
And also one more
Because
scenario I will tell you now after this one, where is exactly required this concept. See now, clear means it has been cleared only the work area here. If you observe here, right? This cap area is data is removed here. Cap area is empty now because clear means it applies to the header part without a no two records will execute this. Suppose you want think of that to be as a body to be applied clear statement. This clear should be applied for body, not for the header part. If you observe closely in the debugging screen, what is the extra parameter I should add? Syntax same only. One extra things has to be added so that it works on the body, not on the header part.
so something like clear IT Mara with header line, something I don't know.
Braces.
Okay, braces.
Braces
Yeah,
will
okay,
specify
yes,
the,
yes. You
if
will
you
use the
observe,
braces,
yes.
yes.
This now always will refers to the body.
Okay.
Always it refers to the body. Now see how what happens. Activate. Execute. Put the breakpoint here. Stop. Execute. Right? Loop at 80 underscore Mara. See, data is, if I click on IT underscore module, what will be the records? 0.
Yes.
Right? 0 means no records. I mean, records has been already deleted. Okay. So there is a few more statements like clear, refresh also is there. Both it works for both the internal tables. Header with header line, without header line. Refresh. You can give a refresh also. Refresh IT underscore Mara. Now think of if I give refresh IT underscore Mara. Think of what might happen. Line number 29. Refresh. Think of maybe what it may happens.
So
Refresh
it
will
looks like
works.
it clear the work area as well as this both, right? Because I'm seeing the records are getting printed when I'm.
Let's see now in the debug mode. Stop here. Put the breakpoint here.
Okay, it clears the refreshes IT Mara as an internal table, not the work area.
Correct. There is other. If you put the breakpoint here, execute. See now, IT_Mara, right? Control is line number 29. Once line number 29 is applied, see what happened. Where is that it is applied?
29.
In the body only, right? On the body
Yeah, it's a
only.
body, yeah. IT
On
underscore
the,
Mara.
not
We
on
can
the
see
header
that
part.
blank. Yeah.
Header part will not work. By default, refresh will be on the body of the internal table only. If you want to work, so first you use the clear statement and then you can use the refresh. There is a free statement also to free the memory as well, internal memory. That will works on the complete internal table data. Free. Free IT_Mara. I think this will be on the body only. Let's check it. Activate. This is interview questions for the freshers. Execute. Right? IT_Mara. There are two records are there. See what is going to happen for this. So 0 records. It works on the body only. The complete records has been gone.
Then what is the difference between this free and refresh? It looks like at least 28, 29, 30, all three are doing the same thing, right?
Oh, so refresh works only on the internal tables. It won't work on the variables. This clear and free
Okay.
works on both internal tables and as well as work area.
Okay.
Variables also.
Okay.
For example, suppose you have a variable here. v_counter type I value 10, for example here. Suppose if you go here, clear v_counter. v_counter. So what is going to happen here? Syntax. Activate. Ten is divided. 10 is gone. 0 here. Refresh you cannot apply on the variable. Refresh is for actually internal table with the other concepts. So otherwise we can go for the in general projects, we can go for a clear only.
Mhm.
Now if I give here refresh, v_counter, see how it will accept. See, it works only on internal table. Refresh works. Clear works. Clear works. Both on internal table and variable and work area. All these three areas it will works. Clear statement. Free internal memory real will be released. Internal memory free statement. Free statement will release the internal memory allocated to the data objects. Is correct terminology. Okay, na? Get the point here. With header line, without header line concept. Clear, refresh, free. So where you get this concept is, for example, I think we have done some select options case, right? Sometime back. Sometime this our class will be out done, I think, right here. Or if you want, I can write quickly one program. There are two options. Internal table. May. Click on create. Internal table. Concept of select options here. Select options. Say s_matnr for matnr -matnr. Okay, here you can define a variable v_matnr type matnr. Better you can use this way of giving. Now what will do? If I execute this statement, two statements, what happens exactly? What happens if I execute this one?
The selection screen
Will generate. A system will give one
generate.
selection screen.
Yes.
If I execute this one, selection screen will come here. This will form as a internal table with header line internally. See here. Suppose you want to get the data. IT_Mara type table of Mara. Right? What is the line number 10 will do? It will create an internal table. Right? Select star from Mara into table IT_Mara where material number in, right? In S. What is this will do exactly? What will it do exactly now? This line number 13 and 14.
We'll select all the record from IT from Mara table into the IT_Mara internal table where material master is in the range of S Matner in the select screen when we provide it, right?
Correct, correct. So whatever the range input we give, this S_Matner is the range input, right? S_Matner is the range input given by the user. Okay. Now here, if sy sub r c equal to 0, number of records found. Right? DBCNT. And if where. Right now, if I execute, see how it forms internally the internal table with header line concept. What is useful? That is what I'm trying to say. Execute here. Stop control. I'll go the material number range here. So material number 10 to 100. Execute now. right? We have seen here earlier. Your S underscore matter forms as an internal table now with header line. Do you observe the skin here right side? S underscore matter, right? This is just now we have seen this format, right? Internal table with header line. If you see here, this is the format. Sine, option, low, high. Because you are given this range. You are asking for between 10 to 100, between including the 10 and 100. Now this condition will form. You get the data from the database table, put into internal table. Right? And then we were printing this data. Suppose you give multiple values here. Go to here. Go to here. Okay, here. Single value 10 and 100. Think of what is this meaning of 10 and 100 we have discussed sometime back. It forms the condition, right?
Yes, so
Forms the
it will
condition.
say or yeah. So it, it will say whether where that material number equals to 10 or material number equals to 100. It will give two records. Yeah.
Yes.
So it will
So
not go with the between, right? It will go with equal condition, some sort of with or.
correct. Because equal to we are giving. So the question here is, your S underscore Martner, you are giving the input, right? How many records you can expect in S underscore Martner? This is the question.
It will give two records maximum
records.
if.
Two records. I mean, input condition, not like as a records, you can say. Two rows, two conditions you are forming here, right? Two conditions. This is not output of the data. This is going to create a condition information in the S underscore Martner. See here. Execute. Execute. If you see here in the run mode, S underscore Martner, you see here. These are two records. Because two conditions it forms. One is whether material number equal to 10 or other one is material number equal to 100. Clear this concept clear? It's how it works internally. Your Ceratopsis works as internal table with header line. With header line. Okay. Now the data will come with this range, right? Now think of what will be the effect. How many records it brings from the database table. If I give the same range between 10 to 100,
$91.
number of records, right? Between if you give 10 to 100 means, yeah, whatever the material numbers available between 10 to 100 it gives. Right? Range means if it is available only it gives like only.
Yeah. So I'm just assuming that it's there. Otherwise,
This clear will not affect, right? Clear will not affect, right?
No.
Because why it will not affect?
Because this is going to clear your work. So if you can you go to the debug mode, might be others can also see this one thing, which is really interesting.
Yes.
When you put it, execute.
That will give the range or
10 to 100. It will S underscore matter is that it is also creating a what you were showing earlier. It's a header as well as the internal table.
Yes.
That is actually that's pretty cool one.
It is form the condition here. One record.
Yeah.
The tail number either 10 or 100 between. If I for inclusive this number and this one number. That is the
Yes.
meaning I for. Now clear means obviously which part will go data away?
First one.
This
First one.
record. Header part.
Yeah.
Gone. No effect for the body. Between 10 to 50, 10 to 100, I think 2 records are there. 2 records will bring here. Oh, 91 records are there.
Because you are giving the DB count, right? So it will just how many
I can cross check
times
this
that.
one. Go to here. SC11. Go to Mara table. Contents. Between tail number 10 and 100. 91. It's matching right here.
Looks like team has created
Yeah.
100.
Yes. Now tell me. Now if I apply this line number 30 now, what will be the select statement? How many records it brings? Braces means brackets, right? Header, body part, body, right? Body of the select options internal table.
So it will give all the records, right?
Why?
Because we are clearing the condition, but we are not, right? So it will like it is going to read all the data, which
Perfect.
is
That's
select the
perfect answer.
star from the.
Perfect answer. It gives all the records. You can check it here. Right? So it gives the same range here. Right? How many records has come here? S5 4429. You can cross check whether 4429 is correct or not here. Here. Right? Because because your concept here is when you clear that data, there is no where condition. Right? Obviously, where condition, no where condition means all the records will bring. Okay, now, okay, try, okay, execute now. I remove the breakpoint. Now, I don't give any value as the input. If I execute directly, how many records it will bring?
All the records, right?
All the
From
records.
the.
But why? Because if you don't give anything means no where condition. All the records it brings here. 442. So how to avoid that? So this statement should not execute if nothing has been given. This line number 14 and 15, you should not execute if nothing has been given on the input screen. On the input
So
screen.
we can put it like S Matner equals to blank, right? Something like this.
If condition, we should apply if
If
condition.
condition, yeah. If says
If,
Matner.
if not, IT underscore Mara, sorry, S underscore Matner. Perfect now. Right? If not, only execute this one. right? Syntax activate, execute. Now control will go to here, stop here, execute. Okay, I don't give anything here. It goes to here. Where is my control currently? Line number 14, right? Now 14 will become true or false. Tell me by seeing s_matter. By seeing s_matter, is true or false?
It's false, right?
Not initial, right? Not initial means yes. It is initial, so it will not go to select statement. It comes out of select statement. This is the concept where you need the with header line concept. Clear, move on. Any questions here? I'll stop
So,
for
sir, what exactly is the advantage of a header line?
no advantage. Absolutely.
Okay.
We should not. For last 20 years, they are
So,
using this one. Suppose you get into the projects. So there is a
yeah.
program which I have written 20 years back in my company. You may see the code like this. So
Okay.
any problem comes, right, you need to analyze the code in the debug mode. Unless we know this concept, we cannot do. That is the reason. Otherwise, we don't create. We don't create any internal table with header lines.
Okay.
But to analyze this also you need, right? For example, you are analyzing now select options. It is system generated internal table with header line concept. We are not declaring, we are not creating internal table with header line. Okay. So don't
Yeah.
practice going forward any internal table with header line. Forget the
Okay.
concept now. Okay. Na? Remember the concept, but don't apply it on the next topics what we are going to do it.
Okay.
Okay. This one we'll see it later. Huh? Not required because the new concept has come on this one. There are three types of internal tables. One is standard, second one is sorted, third one is hashed. Okay. So by default, standard internal tables we use because sorted and hash, you need algorithm and all to understand. Sorry, key fields you need internal table key fields. Okay. So only special business cases only we go for sorted or hashed in the projects. Okay. So in the project's documents or your project lead, he or she will explain or you see the existing programs, what internal tables are we are using, whether standard by default or sorted or hashed. Very, very, very rare cases only go for the sorted or hashed. We'll see what is that. See here the diagram. Think of 2 minutes. What is this? These three different things. So increases linearly with 0 of n means suppose you are searching the data of internal tables. There are 1,000 records are there. 1,000 records it will take 10 seconds. For 2,000 records, how much time it will take? For 1,000 records, 10 seconds. For 2,000 records, how many seconds it takes? Linear means
Normal table.
linear means
20, right?
linear means proportional, directly proportional.
Yeah.
So 20 based on the number of records. Okay. Whereas the sorted, see the diagram. Log of number of records. Log means less than that linear values, right? Logarithmic, log. Mathematics comes. Right? Hashed, in the case of hashed, it is constant because it uses the hash algorithm internally. What is the access using? So here you can access only the internal table, index only. Means reads all read operations and all can be done using index only. Okay. Here either you can use index or key, but key is better performance here. Here no index position number, you cannot use index number. You can create only the unique records. You only key with key only you can access. Based on the position number, you don't access. Hash internal table. Next to uniqueness. In the internal table, always there is a non-unique, the data. So whereas in sorted internal table, you can mention whether you want to have the records to be a duplicate, unique or non-unique, the combination of the fields. Here hash is always the unique only. We'll see practically. Okay, two programs. 10 minutes, so we can take a small break. Don't mind, please. Hello?
Yeah, sure.
Only 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 10, 15. Okay, na?